Hello. I just wanted to touch base, and in your email you had said that Mia was um, just kind of struggling with like um, how to see everything and do everything. There just was a little guidance for you, so I just wanted to record a quick video just to kind of maybe help with that a little bit. Maybe you've got it figured out by now, but yeah, I wanted to get that out to you. Um, so when Mia logs in, this is what she should see when she comes into my class. Each week I post an update, and I pin it up here so that it's the first thing that students see when they log in. Each week I post a video about what's going on that week. Any like special announcements, anything like that is included in there. Um, so as you see, I said there's an important announcement this week. It involves, oh, typo. It involves October Count Day. Very important day we need full participation on. I always include the due date for all the work, and then I include how to access it. So students can access it either by clicking here on this tab, or on this link, which I'm not going to do right now because it'll take me away, or they can come over here to materials fall semester and they'll find the folder there. Um, so this is what Mia should see when she does click on the folder each week. It has so let me just show you back here. Um, so you'll see that these assignments pop up here. I always, always, always tell kids to avoid this area because it doesn't take you to any of the pages. And the pages is where a lot of the content is. There's a lot of videos that are posted, just a lot of it's the meat. And so I always tell students to make sure that they look at the whole thing. Each week, I have a suggested pacing guide. Now, it's just suggested. Students don't have to follow it to a T, but it does break it down so there's usually like one thing to do per day. I think it makes it a little bit easier just to like get your mind wrapped around what's going on that week. Even if students don't follow the suggesting pacing schedule, I suggest that they look at it every week. This week's a little bit different because the assignment um, is 2.2.4. I know that there's a typo there. I'm just now noticing this. I can check things a million times and always miss something. Anyway, that's going to be due on this day, just because of October count. It's how we get the accurate number of students coming to our school. So that's the only thing that's really different this week than most weeks. But yeah, and then as far as seeing if she's turned something in but it hasn't been graded or, whatever, let's go look at how Mia sees the course. Sorry. Here we go. Okay, so this is what Mia sees. When she comes over to grades here, she should see everything that she's turned in and that's been graded is going to look like this. It's going to have 20 out of 20, 10 out of 10. If I ever leave any feedback, you'll always see it over here in this column. So right here, she responded to this, but she forgot to respond to at least 2 classmates. She can still do that if she wants, actually. Anything that I leave in the feedback are things that can always be redone. The only points that really can't be made up are late points. If something, however, like say, something, you're going out of town or something came up, someone was sick, something like that, and I got an email about that, then, I would totally work out like, extending the deadline, all that kind of stuff. But if it's like late and there hasn't been any communication, then I just defer to taking off for late points. And that's really to just reward other students for getting it in on time. It's not necessarily a punishment. I think some people see it as a punishment, and I try not to include punishments. I just try to make sure that I'm holding students accountable to turning stuff in on time. So when you see this little guy right here missing, that's something that's missing. So there's 2 things from a couple weeks ago that are still missing. And then from last week, there are 2 things that are missing. When you see these dashes, it means it's been assigned, but it's not due yet, and it hasn't been done. If it's been done, there should be um, this little icon right here, I think. It's hard to know without seeing it exactly, but I'm pretty sure if she's turned it in, but I haven't graded it yet, you'll see that this icon right here down here. So that's basically how you read the grade book. If you have any other questions, please let me know. I'm more than happy to help. All right, thanks.